What's the dumbest thing someone thought was genuinely true? I was at lunch with my friend Nolan, and this dude was complaining about having to take algebra next semester. Standard stuff. Everyone hates math. But then he said something that made my brain physically recoil. Math is completely useless. I'll never need it in real life. I blinked. I put down my sandwich. I said, Nolan, you need basic addition to, like, exist. He shook his head like I just suggested he join a pyramid scheme. Nah, bro. Calculators exist. I don't need to know any of it. Any of it. Not algebra. Not calculus. Any math. I stared at him like he just claimed the moon was a hologram. I said, okay, but what about counting money? Telling time? Figuring out how many chicken nuggets you can buy with $10? He waved me off. My phone does it for me. Sir, your phone is not a life support system. I asked, what if your phone dies? He shrugged. Then I'll just use cash and figure it out. Figure it out how? With telepathy? Vibes. I didn't push it. I just filed this conversation away under Nolan's greatest hits and moved on with my life. But the universe wasn't done with him yet. A few weeks later, we went to grab food at this burger spot. Nothing fancy. Just greasy fries and mediocre service. Nolan ordered, swiped his card, and it declined. The cashier, bless her patience, said, your total is $23.50. Nolan pulled out a crumpled $20 bill and a handful of coins that looked like they'd been marinating in his pocket since 2019. He stared at his hand, not counting, just staring, like the coins were going to organize themselves. 30 seconds passed. The line behind us started getting restless. Someone coughed. Another guy sighed loud enough to be considered passive-aggressive violence. Nolan looked up at me. Panic. Do I have enough? I glanced at his hand. 4 quarters, 2 dimes, a nickel, and what I'm pretty sure was a Canadian penny. You're short like $2, I said. He blinked. How do you know? Because I can count. Nolan, because my brain didn't shut down after the 3rd grade. I handed the cashier a 5 and told him we'd settle it later. We sat down. He was quiet. Too quiet. The kind of quiet where you know someone's brain is buffering. Finally, I said, you good? He looked at me like a man who just discovered taxes exist. How am I supposed to get a job if I can't count money? I almost choked on my fries. Nolan, that's what I've been saying. He kept going. Like, what if I work retail? What if I have to calculate hours? What if someone hands me cash and expects change? I nodded slowly, letting him spiral. What if your boss asks you to split a bill? Or figure out how much you're getting paid per hour? His face went pale. Not pale like he saw a ghost. Pale like he realized he was the ghost. He sat there for a solid minute, just processing. Then he looked at me, dead serious, and said, can you tutor me in math?